Hello, Wastelanders! It's Jewel Smith playing Fallout 4 as Fiona, General of the Minutemen, level 134. With me, as always, is my sweet potato Hancock. He's running around here somewhere. But right now, I am in the Mechanist Lair, which I have already done a settlement tour of, but I am going to show you the Energy Weapon Forge from Contraptions Workshop. That's one of the Fallout 4 add-ons. And right here I have on display all of the weapons you can make with the Energy Weapon Forge. You can make the short laser musket. You can make the gamma gun, a laser pistol, a plasma pistol, and the Gatling Laser. That's all you can make with the Energy Weapon Forge. And in order to build the Energy Weapon Forge, you need to have a Science Perk Rank 2. And in order to make the weapons, so you can make the gamma gun, the laser gun, and the laser musket with that Science Perk of 2. But if you want to make the plasma gun, you need a Science Perk of 3. And if you want to make the Gatling Laser, you need a Science Perk of 4. Oh, there's Hancock. And the materials that you will need to make those weapons are adhesive, lots of adhesive. Let's see, plastic, nuclear material, screws, steel, circuitry, crystal, wood, fiber optics, gears, glass, oil, silver, and springs. If you have all of that, you can make all of these weapons. Let's take a look at the forge itself. Now, there's the Energy Weapon Forge. And for the materials, you can either have items inside that have those materials, like the Baby Rattle has plastic, this has spring and wood, this has glass. Or you can have shipments. I think I've got some shipments in here. Yeah, shipment of wood, shipment of silver, shipment of gears. Those will work as well. Or just the raw materials, if you have glass, silver. See, I have steel in there. Now, the thing that I found very difficult in manufacturing the materials that I seem to run out of quickly are screws and adhesive. So right now I've got a bunch of vegetable starch in here. So I have 50 units of adhesive for now. You can make the vegetable starch if you grow mute fruit, corn, and potatoes and have purified water from your settlements. You can make lots of vegetable starch. Now, as far as screws, I mentioned in the Weapon Forge video that screws were difficult to get. You can buy them. You can get some from Rufus and Goodneighbor, Arturo in Diamond City, Tinker Tom and the Railroad. I think Trash Can Carla also sometimes sells screws, which is one reason why I'm centrally located here in the Mechanist Lair, because it's easy for me to pop out to those locations and buy screws. You can also get screws from some of the Giddy Up Buttercup pieces. So like here, let's see. Oh, I've got 8 of those. I went down, let me show you, to the Wilson toy manufacturing plant down here. Wilson's Automatoys Factory. It's near the Peabody House and Quincy. I believe it does respawn because I've been there several times before, and I went there just a few minutes ago and it was full up of the toy parts again. So see, that one's got screws. That one's got gears and springs, which you'll also need for weapons. Lots more screws. So I'm going to put all of that junk in there for now. All right, now I've got this hooked up to a component sorter because the energy weapon forge, to make a lot of the energy weapons, you need nuclear material, fiber optics, crystal, and glass. And those are things which you don't need for the regular weapon forge, for projectile weapons, which I've already looked at in another video, but there's all the projectile weapons. Those are the heavy weapons. I'll do another video of those, and that's the energy weapons. But yeah, so for energy weapons, I need these particular components. So I have these hooked up to a sorter. I can throw things into the hopper, and then when I turn all this on, they'll go down the conveyor belt into the sorter. Any items that have those components in them will get sorted into my energy weapon forge, and everything else will get put into storage to be sucked out and used to make other weapons as needed. I also have the little storage bins on the end here so that as they roll off the conveyor line here, they can roll into storage for me. That's my little setup. And I have this one powered by a generator right there and hooked up to this terminal to control the energy weapon forge. So let's take a look at it. There we go. Alright, so it makes the gamma gun, Gatling laser, laser gun, laser musket, plasma gun like I showed you a minute ago. We'll take a look at the gamma gun. Takes quite a bit of plastic. I don't seem to have a problem finding plastic. In fact, I tend to have tons of plastic. You can get a lot of plastic by scrapping a lot of the Institute stuff. You know, the various bits of armor and Institute weapons and things seem to yield a lot of plastic. Nuclear material can be a challenge. I have a plasma gun, so when I kill things, I often turn them into puddles of goo, and I can collect nuclear material from them. Other than that, I'm trying to think how else you can get it. There's a shipment, I think, that can be bought in Vault 81. And of course, you can scrap uranium deposits in Vault 88. Other than that, I think you just have to try to find it. There's some items that have it, like the Blast Radius board game and stuff like that. But it does seem to be a challenge to find enough nuclear material to make a lot of weapons if you want to do these energy weapons. The Gatling Laser. That takes a lot of adhesive. Look at that. And a lot of circuitry. Fiber optics. That's another one that can be kind of a challenge to find. I'm trying to think who else sells fiber optics. I'm pretty sure. Well, now, supposedly Isabel Cruz, who's part of the Automatron Mechanist Lair thing here, she supposedly sells it, but like I've never been able to get her to have a dialogue to sell things to me. There's a little trick you can do though to get a lot of fiber optics. You can go to Jamaica in the town hall basement and keep disarming them and collecting more fiber optics and crystals and steel. And then after you've disarmed a bunch of them, you can hit the button and they'll reset and you'll get more fiber optics and crystal and steel. So that's one way. I think you can also get fiber optics in there's like a big storage shed in the south of Far Harbor. And I think they've got fiber optics stored down there. I've also heard you can buy them from, I guess there's a merchant in the Brotherhood that sells fiber optics and stuff, but I don't know. I never did the Brotherhood stuff, so I don't have access to that. Gears. I don't seem to have a problem with gears. You'll get gears and screws and springs a lot if you've got the right perks for scrapping weapons. But there's gears. I think Arturo sells gears. I think he also sells screws. I could be wrong about that, but I think he does. Glass, nuclear material, oil, plastic, a lot of plastic for that one, the Gatling Laser. A lot of screws for the Gatling Laser. Silver, springs, and steel. Yeah, it takes a lot of materials to make the Gatling Laser. Laser gun. Yeah, like I said, I don't seem to ever have a problem finding plastic. There's so many plastic forks and plastic spoons and plastic items laying around the Commonwealth. I've got shit tons of plastic. Laser musket. If you want to outfit all of your Minutemen with laser muskets. Now, wood and steel, because of some of the recent updates to the game, I think most of the merchants all now sell wood and steel, so they're very easy to come by. But again, you need a lot of screws for this one. Oil. You can find oil in various items, but I think Cleo and Trash Can Carla sell shipments of oil. And the plasma gun. I love my plasma gun. So yeah, it takes a lot of materials to make some of these energy weapons. Alright, let's see if we can make one. Let's see if I have enough stuff loaded up to make something. I'll go flip the switch. Now this switch runs my hopper sorter and energy weapon forge. So you're going to end up seeing stuff coming out of the hopper and getting sorted. Oh, yeah, it's making plasma guns. Oh, and there it goes. So that's my little setup I have. Oh, see, it's diverting some of the materials into the energy weapon forge. Anything that would have the nuclear material, fiber optics, crystal, or glass will get diverted over there. Alright. And it's making plasma pistols for me. And it'll keep doing that until it runs out of one of the materials that it needs to make those plasma pistols. And that's it. That is the energy weapon forge. I will just say thanks for hanging out with me. Hope this video was helpful. If you want to check out any of my settlement tour videos or my other contraptions videos or my Skyrim videos, just head over to my YouTube channel. See you later.